this is really interesting. This brings me to something that was at the very foundation of my work of Stop World Control. I was praying, Lord, you have to show me. Are we about to enter a dark age for centuries where evil will be allowed to rule over the earth? Or are we about to experience a major victory? And I needed to know that to start Stop World Control. I had to know, do I have to brace myself for survival? Or is there on the horizon a major breakthrough for good and light and truth?
So I gotta talk about this, bruh. I've been following this page for some time now, stopworldcontrol.com. Now, I can't say too much on here because I want to be able to upload it to YouTube. Of course, this video is on Brighton, the video that I just showed you a little clip of, and we're going to get some more, okay? As the brother just stated, you know, are we entering into the dark ages? Oh, no, brother. We're coming out of the dark ages, okay? All of this time that we've been living in the dark ages of Satan, okay? This has been Satan's kingdom, all right? And now we're at the precipice of his kingdom being destroyed by the light workers, by the hidden ones of the Father that's been risen up here in these days, okay, to speak the truth and basically destroy the kingdom of Satan, okay? Let's go ahead and continue and get a little bit more here.
The next day, I got an email from a lady I know from Belgium who's very prophetic, and she's extremely accurate, always very spot on. And she said, David, last night I had a vision, and I was told to tell you this. I saw the whole earth, and the entire earth was covered by the body of a snake. And this snake was covering or touching every single nation. And then she saw little flames in every country. And then she zoomed in and she saw that these flames were people who were hitting the body of that snake with an axe. And as they did, a terrible stench came forth. Then the vision zoomed to America. She saw way more of those flames in America.
All right, so she saw way more flames in America. Okay, these flames are the children of light that's been risen up by the eternal living power of love and life. Okay, in these days we have been risen up and we have changed our ways to follow after the ways of the eternal living power of love and life. Okay, and we are hitting that body of the snake. Okay, we are destroying the lies of Satan upon this earth. Okay, let me see if I can find that prophecy of the stench. The stench coming up. Give me just a second. Give me 1 second right quick. I gotta try to see if I can find my computer restarted so I don't have any of my pictures. Let's see. I have to reopen my pictures. Alright. I need to rename that. I need to put housetops on it, bro, because I don't remember where it's at. I have to go to the sealed portion. This is where it's at. This is where it's going to basically verify what this brother is saying. And I'm pretty sure this brother probably ain't read the sealed portion. Alright, let's go ahead and get it. This is the sealed portion, chapter 26. Okay, starting at verse 37. Hold on. Yeah. Verse 37. And the words of the prophets shall come to pass in that day, in which they have said, Hearken, O ye people of my church, even the church of the Lamb of the Most High, says the voice of him who dwells on high, and whose eyes are upon all men. Yea, verily I say, Hearken, ye people from afar, and ye that are upon the islands of the sea, listen together. For verily the voice of the Most High is unto all men, and there is none to escape, and there is no eye that shall not see, neither ear that shall not hear, neither heart that shall not be penetrated. And the rebellious shall be pierced with much sorrow. For their iniquity shall be spoken upon the housetops, and their secret acts shall be revealed. And the voice of warning shall be unto all people by the mouths of my disciples, who I have chosen in these last days. And they shall go forth, and none shall stay them, for I, the Most High, have commanded them. And now, I, Moroni, would that ye should ponder these things in your heart, even those things of you who have received this sealed part of the gold plates that my Father has prepared for you. For ye shall begin to understand in what way the iniquities of your leaders shall be spoken upon the housetops. For ye shall have the ability to be in your homes and in your places of businesses and see and hear the reports of the actions of your leaders and your rulers. And your leaders shall attempt to hide their wickedness from before you, but their attempts shall be in vain. Behold, the Most High shall use the miracles that Satan has introduced among you to do his will. And it is by the way of these miracles that ye shall hear of their iniquities upon your housetops. Now let's go back and listen to a little bit more of this brother.
Is the cabal, the worldwide satanic network that we are talking about. And she saw that in America the body of the snake was almost completely cut through. Then the vision shifted and she heard a message. And she said, David, you have to tell the people they have to keep doing what they're doing because they're almost there. Don't give up. Then the vision shifted to Europe and she saw Italy and she saw the Vatican. And she saw that the head of the snake was in the Vatican. And it was in terror. The head of the snake was shaking back and forth. It was in complete agony because its body was being cut in half in America.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, yeah.
Wow. Wow. And see, it's significant. America is significant because this is the fourth part of the earth where the Israelites have been subdued and are prisoners of war in our own land. The United States Corporation was built on top of America, okay? And they have been holding the Israelites, the children of light, as prisoner. They have not restored us as a people. They have utterly impoverished us. Okay? They took everything from us. They stole everything from us. They even stole our identity, all of our greatness, everything that we were. They stripped us of that and they claimed it for themselves. Okay?
You know, I find it so ironic. Look what they got airing in London on their news channel.
Let me explain. The current American education states African Americans were brought to America as slaves from Africa, which is simply not true. They are American indigenous, not descendants of Africans. As they say, the truth is stranger than fiction. Although this fact isn't spoken of openly, it's not a secret. However, with programming such as Roots, 12 Years a Slave, The African American Story, and The Book of Negroes, is it any wonder why so many African Americans are confused? We won't address all the misleading DNA tests being provided to connect African Americans to Africa. So, the argument is, do they continue identifying as African Americans, which is a fake identity for them, or embrace being identified as indigenous Americans?
Are there any consequences of choosing one identity over the other?
William, that's a good question. According to African Americans Ain't Africans Facebook forum, identifying as African American is to quietly relinquish ancestral connections to America. Connections that go back hundreds.
So they out here telling everybody else the truth.
Everything has been put right in our face, but people have been too complacent and just, utterly oblivious to these things, and they totally trust those that set themselves up in authority over them. Okay, and then people like me that's been calling this thing out, we get all this hate from people that are comfortable and complacent with their oppressors. Okay, like, I'm trying to tell you that working your job is oppression and slavery, and you know damn well that you hate it. So you know damn well what I speak is true, okay? You know damn well you having to get up at the crack of dawn and freaking, do this day in and day out, freaking working your 8-hour long freaking days. You get only 2 days on the weekend. Like, bro, you know within your inner being that this did not come from the all power of love and life. So why do you hate me for telling you this truth? I am here to free you. I love you. And on that note, I'm not going to keep this long. Shalom.